Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kat. So it's Friday, TGIF. I just wanted to come on and just have a little chit chat about some videos that I made the other day about Aaron Carter. I know that I don't have to speak on this at all because I literally owe nobody nothing. But I feel I know that there's a hate train going on with Aaron Carter these days, and I don't want to input myself into that because, well, for a couple reasons. The first reason being the mental health part of it. Oh, what the hell? Okay. I have my own mental health issues, so I don't like to attack somebody that has mental health issues. And I have my own addiction issues. I have spoke about that numerous times on here. I'm a recovering addict, many addictions, not just one specific addiction. And I treat my opiate addiction with methadone. And there's a lot of stigma surrounding methadone, like a lot of ignorance, in my opinion. People who are uneducated about the methadone clinic, and they think, oh well, if you're taking methadone, then you're still using. And that's like the furthest disillusion that anybody could possibly ever tell me. Like, I would rather be on a methadone clean than be high as a kite on hillbilly heroin, just saying. Like, so, you know, when you weigh out the differences in the two, they don't even come close. Methadone is an opiate blocker. You don't get high on methadone. And if you are getting high on your methadone, then your methadone is too high. A lot of people say that I am uneducated because I say a lot, or I swear in my videos. Swearing is not a sign of being undereducated, just so you know. I'm the first one to say people are fucked up. We all have our own problems going on in our lives, you know, and those who are in active addiction during these times right now, during COVID times, have like an extra ounce of hardship going on. And the Aaron Carter shit, like, I'm not backpedaling on the fact that I do believe that he ripped me off, or he didn't successfully rip me off, because I clued in. Well, I was actually playing him a little bit. We're not gonna go there. Somebody said, well, why did you give him your address? I did not give him my address. I gave him a fake address because I ain't that stupid. And this was the interaction between he and I was in 2018. He has, like, do you want to know how deep you can dig a hole? I always ask people in active addiction this, because I questioned myself during those times. How deep do you think somebody can dig a hole? This was the question that I asked. Do you know what the answer is? How deep can you dig a hole? How deep can you dig? That's the answer. You can dig and dig and dig. You can dig yourself to China. You can dig yourself a pretty damn deep hole. Rock bottom is different for everybody. And until you tire of your own bullshit, you're probably not going to find your rock bottom. If you don't have that sense of self-awareness, like if you don't get wizened up to your own shit, like if you cannot bring yourself to that comprehension, chances of you figuring out you're in a hole to start with are pretty slim. If you think that everything that you're doing is like holier than thou and you're like God's gift to earth, like Aaron seems to think, then like problems are going to run a lot deeper than what they are. Like he claims that he has like infantilism, or everybody wants to parent him. And there's this one channel that I've been watching. I'm not going to name any names, but the way that this person criticizes addiction and everything that goes along with mental health, I find is just so disgusting. Like, you can come for somebody in ways other than attacking their mental health, their teeth, their hygiene, their, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've sat in my own filth for like fucking a month or longer. Like, thank God that I don't stink. Like, when I sweat, I don't stink. My hair, like, thank God, because during times of active addiction, when I was using and my sweat smelled like gunpowder, those days were like, I thank the Lord above that I'm not in that area of my life anymore. So I can empathize with addiction. I empathize with the mental health part of it. And I think that a lot of people are forgetting that fight that Aaron had with Lamar Odom last year, I wholeheartedly believe with every fiber of my being that if Aaron wasn't already on the way to like mental retardation, then that his fight with Lamar like sent him over the edge. I think that fight with Lamar, I think I just spit. I think that fight with Lamar really did something to him upstairs. And like, he was in an accident before, and he said that his ex-girlfriend broke his jaw, I think, or he was in a car accident and he had his jaw broken. If that didn't cause him to be mentally retarded, then the fight and the punches in the head certainly caused something. Because Jesus fuck, man, he has become so unhinged and off the rails. Like, I thought the Bam Margera was having a meltdown. And then you turn the channel and you see what Aaron Carter is doing, and you're like, well, if a star can't get any lower, here's Aaron Carter. I'm like, Bam's like, oh, I'm gonna have the meltdown of the 2021s. And Aaron's like, hold my smokes. And I think that's like that realization kind of pulled me back from the Aaron Carter hate train. I have an uncle who has schizophrenia. He's since passed, and when I was in high school, like, he was made fun of relentlessly, like beat up on the street corners. You know, like people would use him for when the first of the month rolled around and he got his disability check. People would like hound him and harass him and steal it. It was just, so I can't, in good faith, being who I am, make fun of a person that has either full-on retardation or schizophrenia. Like, something is going on upstairs, and I just, like, I get convicted. Like, I don't care what anybody else says. I have Jesus in my heart and in my head, and I get convicted when I say things like that. Like, I believe in karma, and what comes around goes around. And I would just rather spread positivity and love. And if I can't do those things, then I would just rather not have the person's name in my mouth, because I don't want that little bit of toxicity coming back into my life. You know, like, I know that there's probably people out there who think I'm retarded, think I have, like, think maybe I was hit in the head, knocked on my head, maybe, you know, like, I don't claim to be the smartest person out there. You know, my IQ is under 100. I'm not very smart. And I'm by no means rich, like, and I don't think that I'm better than anybody else. So I just can't consciously allow myself to speak ill of that anymore. Like, I entertained it for a little while. Like, I do have my own mental health problems. I have OCD, and I get locked onto things, like, and like for a week or so I was entertained, and I dove in, like, head first into the hate train myself. And, you know, like, I can go on that No Jumper podcast and make a whole entire video just laughing at the comments, because they're so, like, they're just, people are friggin' brilliant, man, with their comebacks and their comments. Like, I sat there for a good hour laughing at the comments that people had made on the No Jumper podcasts. And I think that there was 2 or 3 of them. Like, I could just, each one is more comical than the last one. It's super entertaining to watch, you know. And if you're having difficulty in your life and want to just log off for a little while and not think about the bullshit in your own life, it's so easy to get caught up in the train wreck that is the lives of other people, you know. Like, sometimes your life doesn't seem so fucked up whenever you look at the life of a serious fuck up like Aaron Carter. It's just so unfortunate. It's just such a waste what drugs do to people. The last guy that I dated, he was from France. He was here on a university visa, taking, like, language relations to work in Parliament. He was fucking brilliant man. And he got addicted to opiates and is dead now. So it's so unfortunate to see drugs take a smart, handsome, talented person who so obviously craves love. Like, there's things going on there that we can't speak of, like Scotian Savage is calling him Little Lou now. I wonder what that would do to the person, to the psyche of a person. Like, if I was called by my abuser's name, that would send me, oh my God, like my head would just go into a tailspin. So if it's true that Aaron was abused by Lou Pearlman, calling him Little Lou is so savage. Like, that's fucking savage, man. I can't help but to feel empathy. I just can't help it. I'm an empath like that. And I woke up with like a huge frigging pimple here on my nose today. I guess that's what feeding into other people's bullshit does. It makes you break out like a teenager. I'm up. I washed my hair today because I have to go to the doctor. Apparently, I might have to get a shot of cortisone in like my thigh where my femur is, because I have like a bursitis like here in my hip. Your hip is like way up here, but down here I have a bursitis down there. I was working as a roofer 2 years ago. I was helping my friend on the roof, and I put on like all the gear. I had on the harness and the rope, and it goes through like this part of your legs, and you put it on like a vest and your legs go through it. I think from hanging off of, what was I just saying? The harness. Hanging off the harness like cut off the circulation or pinched a nerve or something like that. I have severe arthritis. I'm not sure if it's rheumatoid arthritis or if it's osteoarthritis, and I've got like degenerative disc disease in my back. So my body is abusing me back. I abused my body for so long that now it's like, okay, it's time to abuse you back. You're done abusing? Okay, we're gonna abuse you back. And that's what happens when you're a drug addict for a really long time and you abuse your body eventually abuses you back. Clearly. I see it in so many addicts and people that have eating disorders. So, like once you turn 40 and you still have those things, it starts to catch up with you. And I wasn't the healthiest. I didn't treat my body the best, unfortunately. I am kicking myself in the ass for that. Like in 2020, before COVID really became a prevalent thing in our lives, a constant, I guess we could say, I consciously took care of myself. I went to the gym every day. I tried to drink my water and eat the vegetables, and like I was making a conscious effort to turn back the damage that I had done to my body, to my mind. And then COVID hit and we're locked out of the gyms, and working out at home is just not the same as the atmosphere of being in a gym. You know, it's just a different atmosphere. You get dressed, you go to the gym, you put on your workout clothes, and you have all this cool equipment, and then it's just when you're stuck at home and you don't have the same atmosphere and your cats are staring at you and getting in the way, it's like, fuck, man, I don't want to do this shit here. So I kind of let my physical activity fall to the wayside. And shit, man, my muscle tone has deteriorated so rapidly. Like, my arms used to be cut. Like, I've lost so much, and my legs look like a frigging legs of a paraplegic. They're like two little chicken legs that are attached to I wish I could get back to the gym, but the way that our gym is set up now, you have to make an appointment, and you get like 45-minute time slots to yourself. That sounds pretty friggin' boring to me. It sounds like I'd just rather be at home, you know? I do my own home workouts, you know? Like, I'm gonna do a workout video for you guys soon. I was thinking about doing that later. It'd be like a spoof workout video, not to be taken like severely serious, but it'll give you like the idea of the kind of workout that I do at home, because physical activity is very important. My whole life I've said, if you don't stretch, you shrink. You know, you remember when you were younger and you'd look up at your uncles who seemed like they were 16 feet tall, and now you're like looking down on your uncles. I know I'm like that. All my uncles growing up, they were like so big, you know, they were like massive men, you know, like 6'4", 240 pounds. They were just massive. And I would always be like straining my neck to look up at them. And the last funeral for a family member I was at, I was like this, looking down on my uncle who was like this tall to me. And I'm like, what the hell happened? How'd you get how'd you shrink so much? So I truly believe if you don't keep up with your stretches, you know, stand up and go right to the ground. Fold your body right in half at your hips and touch the ground. If you can't do that, work it every day until eventually you can. Stretch your legs out, stretch your arms out, stretch your neck out, stretch your sides out. And after you're done, even 5 minutes of stretching, your body feels so much better. Like it's like a adrenaline rush. Like your adrenal glands or whatever set off happy endorphins, and you get high on a good feeling. Those are the kind of highs that I enjoy. Those are the kind of highs that I run towards, because they give you positive feelings back, and nothing else beats that, you know? We could seek out love, we could seek out acceptance, but unless we feel good on the inside, everything else is just, you know, pennies on the ground. So I just wanted to bring a happy Friday video before I go to the doctor. Wish everybody just good vibes and positive vibes. Life's too short to be a negative Nancy. And you know, when, like, I know that misery loves company, really, because they, you know, they've frickin' come in hordes, man. They're like killer bees. There's one, there's a swarm of them out there looking for blood somewhere. waiting for the next victim. And when they find the victim, they just attack and then carry on and look for the next victim. In my experience, though, as much as misery loves company and there's swarms of it everywhere, happiness loves company way more. And it's so much more rewarding. Just find something that you love and empty your soul into it. Stay away from the toxicity, because that shit will suck you freaking dry. So that's all. I just wanted to spread some positivity to my loved ones today. You know who you are. If you're my hater, send this video to your hater. And hopefully that's 2 minutes of their life that they can never get back. So, peace, love, and Friday. Love you guys. Come find me on my Instagram. It's katiecat077. I'll see yas in my next video. Bye.